guys, it's Manya Kazemi back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about everything you need to know about Pepperdine University. Now, I am by no means an expert. I'm just talking about my experiences and just everything that has been going on with me. So first I'm going to start with the stats you need to get in. They have about a 30% admission rate. The average GPA that freshmen had in 2019 to get in was about a 3.6 to a 3.9. The average SAT was anywhere between a 1300 to 1450. The average ACT was anywhere between a 28 to a 32. Comment below if you want to know my stats and you want me to make a separate video about my essays and how I got in. Campus size. It is a beautiful and it is a small campus, so it's not what you expect from a huge state school. It is a community where everyone's very kind, and it's a very warm campus actually. The freshman fall class was about 800 kids, so my high school had like 500 something kids, so it's not like thousands of kids are gonna be in your class, so you're really gonna get a chance to know not everyone, but most of the kids in your class. It is a very hilly campus, so I don't think that you need to worry about the freshman 15 going into Pepperdine, because you're going to be hiking up hills and going up a lot of stairs. Trust me, it took me a long time to get used to that, and I don't think I still can go up those stairs without feeling breathless after. Anyways, now I'm going to talk about the top 5 majors that are popular and impacted at Pepperdine. The first one being business admin. Obviously, everyone, literally 80% of people on campus are business majors. Let me tell you that. The second one is psychology, third being biology, sports medicine, and econ. Now, let's talk a little bit about housing. So your freshman and sophomore year, it is mandatory to live on campus. There are some exceptions, but for the most part, sophomores and freshmen are going to be living on campus unless you go abroad. Housing is that 20 single gender suite style houses are circled around a hill, and each house is for 50 students, and they're going to be suite style housing. So that means that each suite has 4 rooms and you're going to have a roommate, and those rooms are gonna be joined by a common living area and a bathroom with 2 sinks, 2 showers, and 2 toilets. So I personally really like the housing style because as a first semester freshman, you don't really know a lot of kids going in, but the fact that you're gonna have a whole living room with 4 houses surrounding it, you really get to know your suite mates, and I thought that was really nice because I actually became really good friends with one of my suite mates, and if you're watching this, Paige, I love you. Anyways, and also I think that the fact that there were many different suites in one house, I actually got to be really close to my housemates too, because when you're going to classes, you run into them and you talk, you chit chat, and everyone in Pepperdine is so nice and they all want to get to know you. And so I found no problems finding friends on campus because everyone was also in your same shoes and they also wanted to find friends, and so yeah. However, the dorms are single gendered, so you're not allowed to have the opposite gender in your house past 2 a.m., so that's something to keep in mind. Pepperdine is a dry campus. That is one thing to consider. If it is really important for you to drink on campus and party on campus, then Pepperdine is not going to be the place for you. Even if you're 21, drugs or alcohol of any sort is not going to be tolerated on campus, and they are very strict about it. I personally know many people who got in trouble with DPS, that's our campus security, for that reason. And there are no parties on campus. I know a lot of my friends and just students on campus tend to go to Santa Monica, to different bars, to USC, to UCLA to party because there are not going to be campus parties. Food options. So we have our Waves Cafe, which is our just cafeteria. And then you have all sorts of food there, which is like grilled cheese, burgers, chicken tenders, noodles, rice. They have a vegetarian booth, vegan booth, and they have fruits. But right outside the cafeteria is actually a new pizza place that is actually really good. I think I had pizza more than anything. There are also other options. There's the Hawk, which I personally didn't go to a lot because I didn't enjoy their meals. My first choice was always the cafeteria, but the cafeteria does close at 8 o'clock. So if you want food after 8 o'clock, you have the pizza place till 11, and then you're off to the Hawk because the Hawk's the only place that's going to be open till 2 a.m. We do have a Starbucks and Jamba Juice on campus, so that's really good. I personally survived off acai bowls at Jamba Juice, so that's my tip for you. Now, classes. The classes are pretty small. I had a sociology GE class, which was probably my biggest class, and even then I only had like 150 kids in my classroom, and that was like my biggest classroom. Other than that, my GE calculus class only had 25 kids in it, so that was a plus because I really got to have one-on-one time with my professors, and they really got close to me and we really got to know each other, so that was a plus. And in terms of the professors, all of the ones I've had so far have been amazing. Don't get me wrong, by amazing I don't mean easy, but I mean they were really good and I learned a lot from them. They're very caring, ready to help. I've gotten close to probably just all of them, and they're always available to help you one-on-one in class and in their office hours, so you're never gonna have to worry about, oh my god, I'm stuck and I don't have anyone to talk to, because your professor is always gonna be available for you. In terms of the area of the campus, Malibu is dead. I mean, it doesn't have much to do. It has beautiful bougie restaurants like, Nobu and Jeffrey's and all those fancy restaurants, but I live in Calabasas, so I know the area well. So right through the canyons, that's where you're gonna have your stuff. You're gonna have all your grocery stores. There's a huge mall right past Calabasas and Woodland Hills. You're just gonna have everything you need. There's gonna be a Target 30 minutes away. You're gonna have Whole Foods, and all the fast food chains are gonna be right through the canyon. Anyways, Pepperdine is, though, 10 minutes away from the beach. If you drive, you could go to Zuma with your friends. You could go to Point Doom. I know a lot of people went to the beach like literally in between their classes, but you do need a car for that. It's far walking distance. It's really far. You just can't. But Pepperdine is really close to the Getty Villa, and you're going to be going there at some point for a class trip, I promise you. So on the weekends, Pepperdine tends to become like a literal ghost town. There's going to be no one on campus. I personally literally went home probably every weekend. And a lot of people did the same, but there are a lot of people who go to Santa Monica again, USC, UCLA, and just everyone did something off campus. I have been on campus on some weekends, and it is literally like no one's gonna be there. Pepperdine is really famous for its abroad programs, and from the moment you step on campus, everyone's just talking about it. Like in orientation, you're gonna have meetings and they're going to be talking about the abroad programs. They have programs in Heidelberg, London, Florence, Lausanne, Shanghai, Buenos Aires, Washington, D.C., and yeah, that's all. most of the sophomores, like 80% of them do go abroad, and the ones who stay behind are usually people like me, athletes, and pre-meds. I didn't want to go because I've just moved so many places in my life and I'm just tired of moving, and I just felt that it's not for me, but I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of their programs for a summer semester. I just felt like an entire semester is too long for me. I couldn't. So Greek life. I know a lot of you, I know personally I did look into the Greek life of every college that I got into, and that was a huge factor, but from my experience in Pepperdine, Greek life does not determine your social life. You can still find friends without Greek life because it's not that big on campus. It plays a role, obviously, but it's not that big. I didn't rush because rush was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks into school, and I thought like it was, oh my god, it was too early and like settling in. I will be rushing in the fall though. The sororities and frats seem really fun to engage with, but it definitely does not determine who you are. It's really not a big deal. A lot of my friends did not rush and they're not in sororities, and a lot of my friends are. And just because you're not in a sorority or fraternity does not mean that you can't attend their events, because they're always constantly throwing fun events on campus that you could take part in. So you're really not missing out on anything. There are no Greek houses on campus, so anyone involved in Greek life is going to be living in the same freshman dorms that you're going to be a part of, and their parties are not going to be on campus either. They have housing through the canyons and all of that where they throw parties, but no one really lives there. In terms of sports, we have awesome teams. I know our volleyball team is awesome. However, it's not a big state school where everyone dies for the football games because we really don't even have a football team. But I've been to a couple of basketball and soccer games, and they were definitely fun, but it's nothing really talked about on campus that often because we just don't have a football team, and I feel like that's what hypes up every college, so that's something to consider. Our library, let me just tell you, it is awesome, and I'm so grateful that it was remodeled. I got to spend time in the gorgeous library with the beautiful view. It's just amazing. I think I lived there, literally. They have study rooms, they have quiet spots, but I actually, when I got bored, I would go to the library because I felt like it was like a social scene there, and a lot of my friends were there, so I would just end up going there, and the Starbucks is in the library, so I feel like that's a huge factor of why the library is always so noisy, like in the entrance. But there are some spots that are called the quiet spots that is very helpful to concentrate and really get some work done. To end off this video, I'm going to talk about just the overall vibe of the campus. It is religious, but that doesn't mean that if you're not religious, that it's not the space for you, because it's just, they do require you to go to Convo 14 times in a semester, so you need 14 credits. You could get that by just going to a convocation just once a week, but it's really nice, I feel like. And I definitely did meet some really religious people on campus, but some of them were not religious, so you don't really have to worry about that. But it is associated with the Churches of Christ. The overall vibe of the campus is really friendly. Everyone on campus is gonna say hi and smile at you. And coming from a public school, that was like very intimidating for me at first, because everyone was like, hi, oh my god, how was your day? And I'm like, oh my god, not everyone in public school was this friendly. So that was definitely something I really enjoyed about it. And yeah, so I'm gonna end off this video. I feel like I talked for too long, but feel free to put comments below and let me know if there's anything else you want to know about Pepperdine or just anything. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Until next time.